Hello everyone and welcome back to Gothic, where last time we went into the old mine, finished a few missions there, got a little bit better gear, especially our new weapon, which is, I forgot what it's called, a stone crusher. And we finished the test of fate, which is the most important thing. That was the requirement for joining the old camp, but also it's a requirement for joining the new camp, though no one tells you about it. So, before heading over to Diego to give him the list from Ian, which of course he gave us because we told him Diego sent us, we took it to Laris so he can modify it. And then took it to Diego, and now the new camp should be able to raid the old camp's caravan to the mine. Now, I had a poll up on YouTube, with asking you guys which camp I should choose. To be honest, I was totally expecting Templars. I thought you were gonna be a little more trolly than usual and just pick Templars for me, but I was surprised to see that it's mercenaries, so I'm guessing the Stalkers players out there just carry their love for the mercs from that game to this one. And that means we will be joining the new camp. So I just came back from the old camp where I gave Diego the letter from Ian, and we are back at Laris. And we're gonna confirm we finished the mission.
I've given the list to Diego.
Good. I positioned some men on the path to the old mine. Thoris's guards are lying dead in the forest even as we speak.
Oh, so it's already done. I mean, they move fast, I guess.
They've already mugged the convoy? Where's my share?
Go to see Gorn. He'll give you something.
I know Gorn. He's no member of the gang. He's a mercenary who works for the mages.
Yeah, that's right.
Was he involved in this business?
Knowing too much isn't good for you. Just go to see him and collect your share.
Alright, I'm gonna go do that first, and then I'll see if that's enough for us to join the new camp.
I'd better keep. Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
And of course, Gorn is right here. He's the guy with the big shiny axe. And the drinking problem, apparently.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
Why did you take part in one of the gang's raids?
Who says I did?
Why would you have so much of the stuff if it wasn't true?
Don't you think that this is all from one haul?
You take part in raids regularly?
If I did, I couldn't tell you. Lee wouldn't like that one bit.
I see.
Right, so Gorn is kind of running
See you later.
Gorn is a merc, and mercs shouldn't be helping the rogues poke the old camp in the nose. But Gorn is, of course, running a little business on the side. Now, I'm not sure what we got out of that. It doesn't seem like we got any weapons. No rings. Maybe some edibles, which they were on the list. I don't think we had mana potions, so those we definitely got from the raid. I mean, it's not like we really needed all the new stuff, but it always helps. Right, so let's talk to Laris about joining finally.
Is that enough for me to join you?
I should say so. And I've even got a present for you. A better armor. It's not much, but you've earned it.
Alright, and let's see what we can get for our new missions.
And what am I supposed to do now?
You're now a member of our gang. You're free to do what you want. If you want to make yourself useful, go to Mordrag and help him with his sect business.
Right, so this would be the main mission. We do know from, I think, not Laris, I forgot what his name was, the novice in the swamp camp, that they are planning something big. So let's take a look at this new armor. Our old one had 15 protection against weapons, 5 against fire. This one's got 30, so double the protection against weapons, the same protection against fire, I think, right? No, it's 3 times better. And it also comes with at least 5 protection against arrows. Also, it doesn't look too bad. But we have a lot of ore burning a hole in our pocket. And I do remember there was this one guy right here who makes armor for the new camp. And I wonder if he'll sell us something.
Now you're one of us, kid.
There he is.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. That wasn't very clever.
I'm looking for better armor.
Since you're one of us now, I can sell you one.
Right, so for only 1,200 ore, we can actually skip the bandit armor and go straight for the heavy bandit's armor. And I'm just gonna go for it. We have the ore.
Heavy armor?
This armor will protect you from any dangers. I wear it myself, and I've survived so far, not least thanks to the armor.
Okay, let's have a look at that armor. I'm gonna try and spin the camera around. There's our beautiful ponytailed character. And heavy armor, it's not a huge difference. It's just 5 protection against fire and 10 against weapon, but 10 against weapons can be a big deal. So also it looks cool. Right. And what we'll do next is we'll talk to Wolf, because now he has 1,200 ore. So I definitely want to get that back.
Else?
I buy furs and skins from the hunters. If you get something like that, I'll buy it.
Right, let's start liquidating all of our stuff for ore. So I'm not gonna sell the mandibles of a crawler because we do know that Korkalam buys them. But everything else, skins, stings, teeth, that's why we got this this skill. We are definitely selling. Ring of Dexterity? No thank you. Ring of Flame Protection. Now, you know what? Yeah, I don't need it. Okay, I might keep the Ring of Flame Protection, just in case. And I will also hold on to all of these skins and pelts. Ah, good enough. Alright, does he have anything new for us? No, not really. So, here we go, and we have our back. Wasn't that just fun? Okay, so I am going to take a quick run around the camp and see if anyone has any other missions for us. We will have to talk to Mordrag, but before that, I want to see who I can talk with. Alright, so I did a quick round of the camp. No one has anything for me, except we still have to deliver that letter, so...
I am now one of Lara's men. Have you got a message for me to take over to the Magicians of Fire?
I do indeed, but you'll need to carry the sign of one of our messengers, else Gomez's men won't let you enter the castle. Here, take the letter and the sign. And now, hurry up.
Wonderful.
I want to acquire magic writings.
So while we check the magic writings, we can now enter, finally, into the castle in the old camp, and we can deliver the... What was it? The scroll, yes. We can deliver the scroll that was our initial mission, which we completely forgot about, actually. Got a scroll of light. Do I have any more of those? I have 3 of them. You know what? You can never have enough light. Unfortunately, we are a brawler, so... Oh, and I didn't buy the scrolls. Well, never mind. We'll deal with that later. But unfortunately, I'm a brawler, so no magic for us. But that's another thing. I will go and check with the weapons trainer up here. I do have 10 skill points. That's definitely not gonna be enough. I won't check with him. We'll just make our way to Mordrag, and we will learn one-handed weapons level 2 a bit later.
Well, that was
Hello?
keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Laris told me to help you with this sect business.
You see, I knew I wouldn't have to take care of it myself.
Do you want me to settle the affair all by myself?
I'm sure you'll make it. Listen, it's important to find out the truth about this invocation story. I know that those sect loonies are planning a big invocation. Me, I don't believe in the sleeper. But one thing's for sure. The gurus have powerful magic at their command. Therefore, it's better to know what's going on. You with me so far?
That's not really my
Must be something about that story after all.
I'll see what I can do.
As soon as you know about their plans, come back and report.
You're very...
Right, so all there is to do is basically go to the swamp camp and see what we can find.
Hello, friend.
And of course, we still have nothing to do around here.
Won't happen again.
Been a while since I've played Gothic, and especially as a merc, so
Hello.
I don't really remember the missions.
Wouldn't like to...
Hello?
As long as I'm not involved. There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Right, well, no missions in the new camp, but we'll just make our way back to the old camp, visit the fire mages, because now we can, of course, and we'll see what rewards we can gain from that, and after that we'll make our way to the swamp camp. Alright, I do remember there being some goblins down here. I'm not sure if I included it in the last video. I managed to kill one of them. So I'm coming back for revenge, because last time I had to run tail between my legs. But this time I am armored and deadly. And I do believe I can take a few black goblins with me. There we go. Right, there is one more. Hey, little buddy. Oh, there's more. Last time, 2 hits from a black goblin would have killed me, maybe 3. But with the heavy armor, we are finally able to take on some more difficult enemies. Right, the black goblins of course don't really drop anything, but the experience is good enough. Also, we're gonna eat our meat bug ragu. This is for you, my friend. I know you're watching. You know who you are. Okay, and let's go have a look and see what exactly they were protecting here. Simple cave, a poker, a potion, and a wooden spoon. Amazing. That is the best loot. On the other hand, they did give us a lot of experience, so I can't really complain, right? Oh, a lurker. Lurker claws, lurker skin, 170 XP. Yes, please. And that looks like another couple of goblins, but I'm not gonna jump over just for that. Oh, a storm is coming. Another lurker. I don't usually go by the river, exactly because it's very crowded with monsters, but at this point, we are just going through them with no issues whatsoever, so let's do a little bit of exploring. Let's see what's over here. Can I loot that, please? I cannot. This looks promising. Oh, this is right above, what's his name's camp. Well, it's 2 free chests for us, if we can pick them. That's 2 rights, 1 left, and another right. Definitely worth the lost lockpicks. 25 ore, even that's just enough. I mean, it's not much, but every little bit helps. Especially since you saw how expensive armors are. The one we're wearing right now was 1200 ore. When we get to mercenary armor, because we will become a mercenary, that's when stuff gets real expensive. Alright. And we are finally back to the old camp. Let's see what Diego has to say. Absolutely nothing.
Take care.
But we should be able to now enter the camp. We just have to talk to Thoris.
I'm on an errand for the water mages. I need to get into the castle.
You have a messenger's amulet with you. That'll get you past the guards. I want nothing to do with the mages, so stop bothering me, will you?
Alright.
Stop!
Relax. I've talked to Thoris. I'm allowed in.
Oh, I won't forget your face, pal. You get into trouble and it won't end quickly.
Okay, so let's do a quick tour of the inner courtyard, where we would have...
Who let you in?
Thoris.
who asked you?
What do you think you're doing?
I have a message for the mages.
You work for the mages? I don't want nothing to do with them.
So you can already see that the guards aren't actually too happy about anything to do with the mages. Also, ore nugget. Cool. So I don't exactly remember what's around here that much. Training grounds, don't care about that. I do remember there was a locked door with a lot of treasure, and the ore nuggets are actually leading us to it. But I do not remember where the key is. But we can, of course, just grab the nuggets as we find them. And there is another door here, which we can open. Right, nothing important in here. It's just kind of a kitchen, I guess. Okay, this is where Gomez lives. We won't be allowed to go in there. Down there is the prison, as you can see by the funny skeletons in the middle of the hallway. This would be the guards' rooms. That would be the smithy and weapon vendors, which we can't access because we are now new camp. And of course, right here are the Magicians of Fire, and we will talk to Milton.
You may not cross this doorstep unless Master Caristo allows it.
I'm looking for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
That is Caristo. What do you want with him?
We have a letter.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Are you a messenger from the outside world?
Yes, a magician gave me the letter shortly before they threw me into the colony.
Show me the letter.
Right, so this is gonna be really funny because he will go all the way up there in the building and we'll just be left to stay out here. And the funny thing is, sometimes he bugs and doesn't come back, so let's try our luck.
Here it is.
This letter is addressed to Zardus.
What's so exciting about that?
Zardus has not been a servant of Innos for ages. He left us some years ago and turned towards black magic. He lives in a tower in the middle of the Orc land and concentrates on his studies. He said he would go his own way to find out what went wrong with the barrier. Wait here. I'll be back in a moment.
There he goes. He's still moving, apparently. Oh, that was fast. Okay, I
Caristo
remember.
was beside himself with delight. He said that you may go to Torres and choose your reward.
So we get a reward. But I do remember that walk being much longer the last few times I played. Right, where is
Where can I
Torres?
find Torres?
He is in front of the temple building all day.
So,
At night,
to
he
our
is
right,
inside
basically.
like all the others. But only magicians may enter the temple house, so you can only speak to him during the day.
Right, and let's not forget, we also have a letter from the Circle of Water.
I have a letter from the Magicians of Water.
Ah, very good. I'll give it to Caristo. When you are back in the new camp, the Magicians of Water will surely reward you for your efforts.
I definitely hope so.
See you later.
You know what? Let's ask him about the Magicians of Fire.
Tell me something about the Magicians of Fire.
The Circle of Fire takes its powers from the grace of Innos. The God of Light, Truth, and Justice watches over us. The magicians consider themselves to be the chosen ones, and that's how they treat others. I was lucky to be admitted. Caristo made me his apprentice. He probably just wanted some entertainment. Since then, I've been trying to improve my magic skills every day in order to be admitted to the next circle.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
See
Right.
you later.
There must be something about that story.
Rely on somebody and you're
And this is Torres.
that's how it goes.
Caristo sent me. I've passed the letter on to him, and I'm to choose my own reward.
You have done us a great service, and you shall have your reward. Choose carefully.
Right, so we have our pick of from a Ring of Strength, a Ring of Dexterity, 3 spell scrolls, Firebolt, Chain Lightning, and Transform into Scavenger. None of those are very useful to us right now. Ring of Strength would be nice, but we could probably find one of those laying around somewhere. On the other hand, Essence of the Spirit, no matter what we are, we could always use a permanent buff, so we'll just take that.
I would like to have the potion.
A wise choice. You have picked the most precious of all gifts. Drink the potion, and your power will grow.
Okay, and I'm actually gonna chug that potion down right now. I will never say no to a permanent reward. So, the Magicians of Fire serve Innos, which is kind of like the God of Light and Fire and all that. There's also the magicians of the Circle of Water, who serve Adonos, god of water, of course. Adonos kinda stays neutral and tries to simply maintain the balance. Let's get our meat bug ragu.
You told me I could have as much stew as I wanted.
And that's true. Here, take 3 portions.
Alright. And finally, there is Beliar, which is kind of the big bad evil god. He deals with necromancy and death in general. So Beliar and Innos are kind of at odds with each other. They keep on fighting, and the water god Adonos kind of tries to maintain the peace between them, or stays neutral. So you have 3 types of mages. Of course, you've got water mages, fire mages, and dark mages, I guess? Death mages? Whatever. Although we won't see the latter for a long time now. So I've showed you what happens when we go where we don't belong at that level. I'm actually curious if we can get past those bloodhounds at this point. We have a better weapon, we have better armor. Maybe, just maybe, we could actually take out the bloodhound. Although we would need to be able to take out 2 of them in order to get what I want from there. Either way, killing a few lizards, always good. Teeth are worth something, and the experience is always needed. And of course I'm gonna do a little save here, just in case we get our asses completely kicked. But this is kind of the way the game makes you pick and prod at the exploration. Okay, so we managed to take out 1 bloodhound. And from what I'm seeing with the damage they do, I'm guessing it takes 3 hits for us to completely get wrecked. So let's see if there's another one. If it's just 1, we're good. But I do remember there are more further along, and I hope they don't all aggro at the same time. Yeah, that's 2 of them. Oh. Okay, 1 of them is coming over. I'm gonna pull back here. Oh, they're both coming. I'm gonna pull back here and try to lure them into this cramped spot. Not sure if they're still coming. Okay, perfect. The game is helping. 1 of them got stuck in a wall. Oh crap! The other was waiting behind us. Okay. Oh, that was a scare. I didn't expect the other one to be behind there. Okay, I think this was the hardest part. There's another bloodhound back there, and there is a little castle here, which we're not supposed to be able to reach. And there's another roadblock you get from the game. That would be a stone golem on a bridge. And we are not gonna mess with that, at least not right now. We don't need to get there just yet. But you see how nicely the game wrangles you in? Like, oh, you dealt with the bloodhounds? Good. Oh, that's 3 of them. No, 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 no. Please no. Okay, just one of them is coming. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's do a quick run, try and get ourselves healed. I'm just gonna drink a potion at this point. And unfortunately there was another one that just ran in the middle of the rest. And they're all coming towards us. Yeah. Okay, that's just one. We can deal with that. Come on, one by one. We will... One by one, we can do this. Right, that one went back to its place, so there's only one here, I hope. So this is all about judging distance and trying to stun lock them when they come at you. And just like in Stalker, every creature in Gothic has a little trick for you to deal with them. Okay, and I think this is the cave we were supposed to find. Let's give it a look. No one in here. Good. And there's an amphora, a torch, a disappearing cupboard, a spell scroll, and this should be the chest I'm looking for. Another elixir of magic, and oh, never mind, it's just a magic potion basically. And York hammer. Now that I look at it, I do remember there are actually two one-handed weapons better than this one. This one does 50 damage, so 13 more than the Stone Crusher. And there's another one that does 51, and respectively another one that does 52. But now we have the little Orc Hammer. Don't let the size fool you. This thing is probably the best we're gonna get until we get to really strong two-handed weapons. So if we go that way, there's a ruin which we shouldn't visit for a pretty long while now. And we won't right now because there are some angry orcs there. So we're just gonna head back and continue with the main missions in the swamp camp. Okay, here we are. After a few long minutes of holding W, we are back at the swamp camp, and we're gonna talk to Lester.
I'm glad you're here. I have news for you.
Good news, I hope.
Our Brotherhood's planning a really big thing.
What are you planning? To break out?
The Gurus are trying to contact the Sleeper, but they need something to unite their powers.
Oh, and?
They need a magical object. A focus.
What's that got to do with me?
Talk to Iberian. He's the most powerful man around here. This is the opportunity to attain his favor.
Where do I find him?
Go to the temple. He rarely leaves it. Probably he feels closer to the Sleeper in those cold ruins. May the Sleeper protect you.
And we have started Chapter 2, The Minecrawler's Nest. So, by that title you can already imagine where this will take us, right? Well, me, the first thing I want to do is I want to head over to Korkalam's because he actually trades... he accepts Minecrawler mandibles, that's why we... Which was the way? I think this should work. He accepts Minecrawler mandibles and he gives us potions in return. Oh, I never knew you could climb this way. Oh my god, goodbye stupid ladder climbing. Hello, new world. Right, So, Corcolom, excuse me.
What do you want?
I have Crawler's mandibles for you.
Very good. Take some of my best potions as reward.
There we
I'll
go.
be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
So that's way better than just selling them for money, because we will always need potions. In this case, it's mana potions, I guess. But either way, it's worth it. Okay, let's also get our daily ration from Fortuno.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
Here, take it. 3 of the Northern Dark. But don't smoke them all at once.
And finally, we're going to the temple to talk to Iberian. Which, he's a funny guy. For some reason. Yeah, I think it's his accent. I mean, you'll see.
Stop! You can only enter the Temple Hill if you have a guru's permission.
The novice Lester sent me. I shall offer my services to Iberian.
Lester is trustworthy, I know him. You may pass.
Okay. So the first time in the temple. I say it looks pretty good. A bit chilly. Feels like it would be cold, even with the braziers running. So, in true Gothic fashion, there are, of course, women around here, but only for the higher-ups. So only Iberion and Gomez have them. If you saw the cinematic at the start, they are, of course, importing them from outside. But yeah, where was I going? Yes, in true Gothic fashion, we will definitely not talk to Iberian first, but instead,
You're not allowed
of course,
to
we
talk to
can't
us.
talk to them either. Of course, we will actually just loot everything around before talking to Iberian. Alright, so we have some more daily rations, a little bit of ore. I'd say not bad. I'm guessing these are the ladies' quarters here. But of course, we can't interact with them, and they can't really interact with us. So I'm just gonna interact with their chests instead. Pun intended. 100 ore, that was pretty good. Some potions. What was that face, though? Welcome, my friends, to 2004 graphics. Lovely. And this is Iberion's personal quarters. And, I mean, my friend, oh boy, this is annoying. Right, a bit more stuff, more potions, always good. So finally, now we can talk to Iberion.
Greetings, Master Iberian.
Ah, I know your face.
Right.
Impossible. We've never met before.
But I thought, well, what do you want?
I just love how our character just stops him in his tracks. Like, he was fully expecting us to play the part and just go with the whole culty thing, but no, we don't do that here.
That's right. We need a magical focus. We sent the novice Nyras to collect the focus, but he hasn't come back yet. You could check up for me what has happened.
Why is the focus so important?
It is a magical object which can concentrate our spiritual powers. It is one of the 5 focus stones used by the mages to erect the barrier. In a vision I saw that we need to use the power of the focus.
Sounds like quite an interesting vision.
My vision was a sign from the sleeper. We can reach him with the focus.
Okay.
Where shall I begin to search?
Leave the camp, turn right, and go up to the tall cliff. Go beyond the forest until you can see the sea. There, you'll find the focus.
I'll bring the focus back.
Take this map. The location of the focus is recorded on it.
Okay. So our next mission is, of course, getting the focus. And he just told us it's straight up from the swamp camp around the mountain to the right. Alright. We're back. It is now morning. I decided to take a little nap because it was getting dark, and I do want you guys to be able to see, because YouTube kind of darkens the videos a little bit. So we're just gonna go all the way around and grab that focus. And I am going to show you the way there. Okay, just as soon as I deal with the... I usually don't skip the trips we haven't been on before, simply because Gothic has some nice locations, some nice scenes, and I don't want you guys to miss any of them. These are the guys that we met in the old mine. They actually patrolled the whole way from the old mine all the way to the swamp camp. So, if you ever play Gothic and you spot these guys, if you want a straight path to wherever you're going, or wherever they're going, just follow them around for a bit. I saw some wolves over there, I'm gonna go deal with them. Okay, we did gain a level. Let me have a quick try at this. So, Shadow Beast. Of course, we're gonna have to deal with the bloodflies first. Okay. Okay, we can do some damage. Right! We managed to take down a Shadow Beast. But as you've seen, it was a pretty close call. But think about it this way. If we didn't know about the Orcish hammer in the cave with the bloodhounds, it would have been quite a few more levels until we had the capabilities to even damage a Shadow Beast. So if you thought I was overtuned before, we are way overtuned now. So the mine crawlers should be easy pickings for us at this time. We'll come back here at some point for kind of a secret quest. It's actually the quest which gave me my channel name, but that will be way in the future, probably before the game's end somewhere. Not sure how long it will take for us to get there. because it's going a little bit slower than I anticipated. But we will finish this game, simply because I want to finish it, and I love it.
Scram!
And
You
there's
have no
Naira's.
business to be here.
Completely forgot. He's the guy we saved from 48 hours of you know, working with the merchandise.
I'm searching for the focus.
Unfortunately, you're too late for that. I've already found it. And I'm keeping it for myself. The Sleeper talked to me last night and made me his only tool. Now I'll only serve the Sleeper. No more Templars or Gurus. Only me alone.
Alone.
Die!
So this is the best voice acting in the game ever. The problem is I only have... Do I have a sword actually? I think I do have one. Okay, quickly equip the sword and stab. So we haven't really fought humanoids until now that much. Let me get his stuff. And here is the focus stone. And just a few things more. But you can't actually kill humanoids with blunt weapons. You can just knock them out. So if you want to kill them, you actually have to deliver the coup de grace, or whatever you call it, the slow stabby. Or you need to shoot them with a bow. For some reason, bows are just one shot. Well, not one shot, but they are deadly if you do the last shot with them. Otherwise, you need to go to each one and do the slow spinny stab with the sword while they're down, which is very annoying because if you have a hammer and only a hammer on you, you can't kill humanoids. Unless you have a bow and wait for them to get back up, because for some reason, if a person's lying on the ground, you can't shoot them with a bow. And the other thing is, if you're fighting like 10 NPCs at the same time, even with a sword, you don't have time to deliver the final blow. Which means, by the time you finish fighting with all of them, the guys you knocked to the ground could just get back up again. And that's very annoying. But the thing to know right now is keep a sword on you at all times if you're wielding a hammer, just so you have something to actually kill them. Alright, so we are back at the temple. And we'll have this one little last talk with Iberion.
I found the focus.
Excellent. You have done us a great favor. Now, take the focus back to Kor Kalom. He'll know what needs to be done.
I mean, we don't belong to your camp, buddy.
What about some kind of reward?
Since you're not a member of our brotherhood, I will reward you. Take this amulet as a sign of my gratitude.
My thanks. Also, the novice Nairas has gone mad. I mean, his voice acting was weird anyway.
The novice Nairas has gone mad. He said that the Sleeper had talked to him and chosen him as his only servant.
In a funny
he
voice.
attacked and tried to kill me.
The might of the Sleeper is so vast that unprepared souls despair over it. Only we gurus, in our years of meditation, have achieved the spiritual strength to bear the voice of the almighty Sleeper.
Right. You know what? Let's deliver this to Kor Kalom as well. Since we're here and it's close. Alright, here we are. Sure.
What do you want?
Iberion sent me. I have the focus.
Ah, the focus, at last. Now I can study the magic of these artifacts. If I only had enough secretion. Damn!
And of course,
Iberian said you'd pay me if I brought you the focus.
Really? He said that? Well then, I suppose 50 ore should be enough.
I mean, we're just carrying the focus from Iberian to here? Sure.
Secretion?
Yes. As you must know, I produced the magic potions for the invocation of the Sleeper. For this purpose, I need the secretion from the Mindcrawler's mandibles. You know what Mindcrawlers are, don't you?
Yes.
Very good.
Speak on.
Well, just a short time ago, I had a vision of the Sleeper himself. He gave me a sign. He made me understand that there is a means other than the secretion from the mandibles, and he chose me to pass on this mission. You're not getting this mission from me. You're getting it from the Sleeper.
Impossible.
Be silent, fool! He made me understand that the path I have embarked upon is right, but the means aren't strong enough. The right means can be found with the Mindcrawlers, but the mandibles are not sufficient. There must be something else.
Have you never examined the Mindcrawlers? I mean, maybe there's another body part which contains more of the secretion.
Of course, we have taken some Mindcrawlers apart, but only their mandibles seem to contain the secretion. There must be something else. Find their nest, and you'll find the answer.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Looks like this might become quite a bloody adventure.
Take these potions with you. I am not giving them to you because I want you to stay alive, but because this task needs to be done.
Uh-huh. If we picked this might be a dark venture, he would have given us scrolls of light.
Seeing you.
May the Sleeper enlighten you.
But we have a few scrolls of light, and I am thinking that the potions are just more useful in a general manner. Right, so we will stop right here. As I said, I love the way our character just shuts them down whenever they get a little too colty. The Slipper gave me the dream. Impossible. Shut up. Right, so, to do a quick little recap, we started out in the new camp right after handing Diego the list from Ian. We got our reward for the raid, or our slice of the pie, let's call it that. Then we joined the new camp, we became a rogue, we immediately bought the heavy rogue armor, which serves us very well. We got the mission to come back to the new camp and see what they're on about. We managed to clear the bloodhounds and get the orc hammer, which is, as I said, one of the best one-handed weapons out there. Then we came back to the swamp camp. Iberion asked us to get the focus. We found the focus on the maddened novice Nyrus, which we killed, of course. And now we have a new mission to get better Mindcrawler secretion for the invocation. And we know where Mindcrawlers are. They are in the old camp. So next episode, we will be heading back to the old camp, and we will see what we have to do to get better Mindcrawler secretion. But for now, this has been Chromanim. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps out the channel. And as always, I will see you all next time.